The good news is you are not lazy. The bad news is your training kind of isn't working. So let's look at why that's happening and how to fix it. A couple of weeks ago on my live Q&A, one of you asked, "Hey Maria, how about you shred a little on one of those guitars back there?" I don't know if they said shred, but that was the idea. And they wanted me to get out and just start playing Freebird or something. And the truth is, I kind of suck. Even though I've had these guitars for years and I practiced them for years, this is pretty much what it sounds like when I shred on the guitar. It's not exactly Stairway to Heaven. And here's the reason why. The reason why is, number one, it's not a priority for me at this time. But reason number two is that I've always just tried to DIY teach myself to play guitar. So I've gone on the Instagram, gone on the YouTube, actually could play a sort of a decent-ish version of one for a while. I've completely forgotten how to do that. But it was never, like no one would ever look at me and be like, "Oh my gosh, did you learn the guitar?" They'd be like, "Yeah, you can make a noise and it doesn't buzz the whole time." And so a lot of you are doing the same thing with your off-ice training. Let me explain. Through music. Let me explain why your training isn't that great. Didn't know I was such a good singer either, did you? Full of surprises today. This video is for goalies who are doing the work but not seeing the results. And the way you know that you're not seeing the results is if you are not hearing from other people. Holy smokes, how did you stop that one? What did you do this summer? Man, you've really changed your game or transformed your game, or you're a completely different goalie than you were last season. Those are some cues that, hey, what I've been doing has really helped and it's really working. And here's the thing, it's kind of like with the guitar. When I play and I hear myself play, it's like, that sounds pretty good. But when it would come time to maybe if I was gonna play in front of my friends or something, it's like, I don't even know how to play a song. I need the app and I need the thing. And it's like, I don't really know what I'm doing. So you probably feel fitter overall. Definitely you feel stronger in the gym. If you're not even feeling stronger in the gym, then we've got really big problems. But you're probably feeling stronger in the gym, maybe even like your six-pack's starting to kind of peek through and show a little bit. So it's encouraging, right? But you also maybe feel a bit heavy on the ice, a bit slow. You're not sure if that's just tired from training or what's exactly going on. You're wondering if you're doing too much. You're worried if you're doing too little. You probably catch yourself thinking at some point in the week, like, I hope this is gonna help me. And maybe even on the ice you feel a little bit better, but nobody is coming up to you saying like, "Holy heck, what have you been doing?" Like I said at the beginning, the great news is you're not lazy because you are putting in the time, you're putting in the effort, you're being consistent. And those are actually the key ingredients that you need. So that's amazing that you have those. It's very hard to take a lazy athlete and give them the best program and they don't do it, so nothing at all happens. So you are at least doing something. All we need, or all you're lacking, is a system and a strategic approach. You're lacking structure. Right now, it's all inputs with no guaranteed outputs. So it's like just putting numbers in a machine, hoping that it's gonna spit out the right answer. All you need to do is install phases that build from one to the next. It's called periodization. So a periodization plan that helps you consistently build and make progress in the right order. So we can't be working on plyometrics before we have a foundation of functional strength. So we put those blocks in order, we build those blocks. That's also what helps make you injury resistant. And then we make sure that your off-ice training links directly to your on-ice goals. And again, in the right sequence, because you know, we have a lot of goalies that say, well, I need post-post speed, I need power, but they don't have hip mobility, and they don't have stability, and they don't have functional strength. So we need to put those, again, the blocks all have to go in order for us to have success while reducing our risk of injury. So the first step in the process is to stop training just for the sake of working out. Just going to the gym and working out, that might be fine when you're like 14 or 15, or you know, or if hockey's just like, I play hockey and baseball and I go out with my friends and I do all the, you know, you're not striving to get to the highest level, then that's fine. But if you're trying to play at the highest level you can, and it really matters to you that you're the best goalie that you can possibly be, then let's stop just working out. So you have to start training with progression and the right outcomes in mind. So not just flexibility training, but mobility training that leads into movement. And part of that is the stabilizers. Then taking that movement and building the functional strength. Then adding to that, improving your force production capacity, which is your max strength training, but still in a way that keeps an eye on, hey, we need this on the ice. So let's not just become a power lifter for a phase. We want to keep half an eye on what we need on the ice. And then it's layering in that explosive speed, that power, but also with the stamina that you need as a goalie, which you know, it's not the same kind of stamina you get from going to run 3 miles or 5 miles or whatever. That is a completely different type of energy system than what you need to be successful on the ice, to perform under fatigue, but also to be able to think under fatigue and focus. So the goal is always to get transfer, not just tired. Anyone can make you tired. I used to say, a monkey can make you tired, but you need a strategy. Strong does not help you if it does not transfer. It helps you in the gym look stronger, but it does not help you on the ice unless it transfers. Do-it-yourself programs create doubt, inconsistency, some terrible guitar music, and not the best goaltending. And worst of all, they create some doubt. I don't know that this is the best way to do this. Structure equals confidence equals consistency. You know you've done the right thing, so now you just have to go jam out for your friends. And if you're ready to know if your training is going to work rather than guess, and you know what, sometimes you have to check your ego a little bit to be like, okay, I'm not sure this is the right thing. You can let me know. I'm always happy to review your current program and tell you, hey, this looks great, or hey, this part is good, but this is what's missing. If you want to just get, Maria, just give me the blueprint, give me the program to follow. Then I've got details on different programs that I have for different ages, abilities, and budgets. That is in the caption or the description or whatever it's called. The most important thing is don't bury your head in the sand and don't keep doing what's not working if this goal of becoming the best goaltender you can possibly be is important to you. That's it. Found this video helpful, give a like. If you think I'm probably one of the top 5 worst guitar players you've ever heard, give it a like. And otherwise, I will catch you guys on the flip side. I love you guys.